And that was a report from CBS News. Now we go to Larry Sparano. What do you think, man? It's a tough problem.
Yeah, it is. If I were a parent of school-age kids, I'd be torn. I wouldn't be sure what to do. What would be best for them. Complicating this, Ken, is no matter what the experts say, the readings, the analysis, the conclusions are all over the place. For instance, there was a report just this morning in Orlando, Florida, where there's supposed to be, a big surge now. There was a testing lab reporting 98% positive of infections of COVID. An investigative unit of a local station looked into those stats. They thought it was kind of suspicious, lopsided. Turns out it was only 9.4% infection rate. So somebody, either inadvertently or intentionally, is juggling these figures. So, and that raises questions of how accurate all this stuff is. I don't know. I mean, again, as a parent, I'd be turning, should I take a chance? Should I send my kids to school? But then on the downside, kids at home, are susceptible to being infected by adults. They're also disoriented because there's not that socialization. And yeah, I have little faith in online courses. I mean, how's that going to work out? It's not supervised adequately. I just don't think it compares at all to actually
Right.
in-class education. So it's a dilemma.
Well, we've had it pretty well up here in the sense that we've only had 6 deaths in the entire county, Delaware County, and
Yeah.
I think the schools are going to probably they're drafting plans now to try and reopen. But I mean, I think the feds. Do you feel that they're doing their? I mean, they're not even providing any money apparently for these
Yeah, I don't know how
schools
that
to.
works. I don't know how that works. Is Trump saying that they're already provided federal aid and they could use that? I don't know the details of that either. Again, in all these stories now, the details are so muddled and varied depending on which news outlet you're listening to. Fox will have one slant on it, CNN will have another slant, and where does the truth lie? It's getting increasingly difficult to get the basic facts.
What do you think about the White House official attacks on Fauci? I think that's a
Well,
pretty
Fauci,
bad thing.
I don't know, Kemp, because Fauci has been inconsistent. We've talked about this before. And yeah, he even admitted, I guess, a while back that he was initially downplaying the importance of face masks because they wanted to have the supply ready for health workers. And also in the beginning, he said, it's no big deal. He's been changing as he goes along, which has a lot of people suspicious that he has politically driven motives. So again, it's just become so unwieldy to figure out
What
what's really going
what are
on.
his what would his political motive be in your view?
Well, the again, it's a conspiracy theory, according to some others. That it's fact, but
Right.
don't forget his tie-in with the World Health Organization and all that, the China influence. There are those who say that what they're trying to do is keep this going, the pandemic panic going, until they oust Trump in this upcoming election. And there's some room for consideration that may be some of what's going on here, because the Democrats see this as benefiting them because Trump is going to be blamed for the spread of the coronavirus. Again, hydroxychloroquine. I know we differ on that, but there's more reports now from doctors that it is effective, and they've been squelching the use of that, Fauci and others.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
again, Ken, I don't know. It's just that everybody has a political axe to grind now. Everybody has a self-interest to cater to, and it's
Yeah,
very difficult to figure out.
I mean, still there are 136,000 people dead. I mean, there's no question about that.
Okay, but when you consider the size of the U.S. population and you consider who are among the deceased, it's mostly the elderly or the younger people. You find out later after they run the story that a teenager got infected and died. You find out there was some underlying severe illness there too. So again, if they would if all sides would just play it straight, it'd be much
Hmm.
easier to figure out what's going on. And nobody's doing that anymore. Everything's become politicized. The delivery of the news, the facts that are supposedly generated. And Ken, you can't deny the fact that the Democrats who want Trump out see the continuation of this virus as an opportunity to get Trump out of office. Now, whether,
Yeah, but they're not controlling the virus. I mean, the virus is the virus.
I know, but look at the statistics now. As the infection rate has gone up because there's like this herd spread, the death rate has gone down. So, what does that tell you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, sir. We'll talk tomorrow.
All
Take
right,
care.
Kent.
See you now. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.